Hello guys, welcome back. So here in this session, once again, we'll talk about ASAP methodology or project phase. So now we'll talk about the first phase. Look at here. The first phase is project preparations. So first of all, we'll talk about project preparation. What happens here in this project preparation phase. So look at here guys. During this phase, the team goes through initial planning and preparations for this project. Certain activities are going to happen here in this phase. So now guys, generally what is happening? If you talk about the implementations, who is going to implement this entire SAP guys? Implementation means it consists of setting up the SAP server and apart from this configurations, right? Multiple activities, multiple what do you say processes are going to be mapped here. Multiple processes are will be configured here, right? And who will configure these all things? Of course, SAP consultant. You people are going to do it. Whoever the expert of SAP is there, right? Now, so what happened? SAP consultant will perform all these configurations and all. So first of all, the first question is how many consultants are required to implement this entire SAP for Tata Motor, right? So the first question is here, that is team size. What should be the team size, right? To implement this SAP in Tata Motor, right? So here in first page, what is happening, guys? First of all, see, I'll tell you guys, for every project, a project manager will be hired. Okay, I told you guys that initial, in the sense like in a very first session, I said that let's suppose this SAP implementations, okay, SAP implementations project gone to IBM, okay, this project SAP is going to be implemented, SAP will be implemented by IBM here in Tata Motor. So what will happen, guys? Of course, first of all, a project manager will be appointed from IBM, right? This project manager will be solely responsible to implement this SAP here in Tata Motor. Now, a project manager alone cannot implement this entire SAP here. Of course, there'll be a team, right? There'll be a team of consultant. So, what should be the team size? Who is going to decide this? Project manager, right? Team size and then team members, right? Team size and team members. I mean to say, like, let's suppose how many members? 40 members are required. In the sense, the team size will be 40. Then what about this 40 people? Of course, they need those 40 members, right? So project manager is going to recruit those consultants. Okay. Mostly what happen, guys, within the organizations, they'll be getting all this because there are multiple people. Like in every organizations, what is happening, guys? In every organizations, multiple projects are running, right? So now what is happening? Say for example, if IBM is having IBM is having a team of, let's suppose, IBM is having multiple SAP projects, right? Out of which, say for example, one or two projects, like every project will be having certain what to say contract will be there, right? So say for example, for two projects or three projects, the contract is expired, right? And that client moved on to different like Infosys or TCS, that project went to other companies, right? So in those projects, let's suppose there are total 200 consultants. Now they become jobless because the project gone to a different organizations, and these 200 consultants are working on those 3 4 projects. So what about these 200 people? What they are going to do, guys? Right? Their profile. So now they don't have any activity to perform. So I'll tell you guys, see, if let's suppose few project gone to a different organizations, but still there will be certain project which is in which has like come to IBM. In that, this Tata Motor implementation is also there. So again, what is happening, guys? They will deploy from these 200, let's suppose 40 members or whichever like required consultants are there. So those people are going to be deployed from here to this project, Tata Motor project. And likewise, certain other projects also will be in pipeline. So these people are going to be deployed over there. So this is how what is happening, guys. Rotations, such kind of things will keep on like again, Tata Motor once the implementation is done, then what about these 40 people? They can switch to a different projects. Within IBM, they will be having multiple projects, right? Now, so project manager, first of all, project manager has to decide how, what should be the team size. And then let's suppose if the team size means 40 members are required, then those 40 members needed. Who these all 40 members, like, who, what about this 40 members, right? So those 40 members, first of all, he has to bring those 40 members, the people who is going to implement this SAP into Tata Motor. So these are the two things. Then what next, guys? Look at here. Project planning. Project planning means project manager has to plan. First of all, like if we talk about this implementations, I told you guys in the previous session, in the very previous session, like that Tata Motor has given a deadline of 8 months. The project must be completed. This entire implementation must be completed in 8 months. So 8 months means what is happening, guys? Now project manager has to plan. Okay. So here total these many phases are there. So how many days or months, right, is going, is will be spent on this phase number one? How many months will be spent here for phase number two, right? Likewise, third phase and fourth phase. Fifth is the final one, right? So this deadline, right? Apart from this, multiple other activities also will be there. Multiple other plannings also will be there. Plannings related to multiple things, guys. Planning related to like project manager during implementations. We have to prepare several kind of documents. Blueprint documents are there, right? Certain testing will happen, so test documents are there. Configuration documents are there, right? So whichever document whichever document prepared by consultant, right? What should be the nomenclature of those documents? How people are going to keep, like, let's suppose if any blueprint document is, let's suppose if any blueprint document is prepared. So how people are going to keep the name? That blueprint document will have certain name here, right? So that format will be decided by project manager. So these all activities, first of all, project manager is going to plan, right? So this is called project planning, right? Like multiple other activities are also is going to be planned by project manager, and these all things are going to be explained by project manager. These all things will be explained by project manager. That look at here, guys. Like this is what the deadline given by the client, right? And apart from this, all other like whatever terms and conditions are there, that is going to be explained by project manager. When, look at here, there will be an internal meeting that is called kick-off meeting. So during kick-off meeting, what is happening? Project manager is going to explain all the details. See, in a very simple way, first phase means, first of all, team size and team member, right? This is what is going to be decided by project manager. Then project manager is also going to plan in the sense like certain things. Plan means how much time, like in how many days first phase supposed to be completed, in how many days second phase supposed to be completed, right? Third phase, what is the deadline for third phase? Finally, like, and multiple activity happen, guys. So for every activity, certain deadlines are going to be decided by project manager. Apart from this, as I said, like document approval matrix. Let's suppose if the junior consultant is there, first about junior consultant, when junior consultant prepare a document, that is approved by a senior consultant, and then finally it is going to be approved by project manager, right? Whatever documents are being prepared, so what should be the name of this document? So first of all, they have to write like the project name underscore company code underscore document name, right? So certain, what to say, this one, let's suppose blueprint, right? So client name, then document name, let's suppose, then module name, and then document name, and then version. Okay, so let's suppose, look at here. So in this format, let's suppose every document name will be in this format. Say for example, this is what is decided by project manager. So these all things are going to be planned by project manager under this activity, project planning. And then finally, what is happening, guys? Let's suppose, so if you talk about 40 member, all 40 members, let's suppose all the 40 member reached at client location. So what happened? Then one internal meeting is going to be conducted by, will be conducted by project manager. One meeting will be conducted by project manager. This is called internal meeting, and we can say it's a kind of introductory meeting, guys, where like project manager is going to introduce first of all what is the nature of this project, right? Then first of all, what is happening, guys? First of all, every consultant, because 40 people are there, right? Everybody are coming from different locations, right? I don't know who is the MM consultant, who is the SD consultant, who is the HR consultant. Likewise, those people also don't know who is the FI consultant, isn't it? Who is the other basis consultant, who is the ABAP consultant. So one introductions meeting will, this kickoff meeting will be there, and here everybody are going to introduce about themselves. And then finally, what is happening, guys? Project manager is going to address, and project manager will explain the nature of this project, expectation of the client, the deadline given by the client, right? And whatever that, and what deadline is decided by project manager for every pages, isn't it? I told like document approval matrix in the sense like who is going to, if you talk about like documents and all, who is going to prepare the documents, who is the approver, who is the final approver, right? What should be the nomenclature of the documents, isn't it? And multiple other things are going to be explained by project manager. So these all things are going to be explained here under this meeting. It is called kick-off meeting. Okay, kick-off meeting. Now, kick-off meeting. Why this name is there? Kick-off meeting. So I'll tell you guys. After this kick-off meeting itself, the actual work will begin. Okay, the actual work begin after this kick-off meeting. See, kick-off meeting means, I'll tell you. If you talk about kick-off, like football match, right? So how the match is going to be started? How the match will be started? I'll tell you guys, there'll be, first of all, toss will happen. Somebody is going to kick off the ball and the match begins. Right. So likewise here, this is internal meeting, right? And after this meeting, what is happening, guys? The actual activities will be performed by consultant. Till now, what is happening, guys? Till now, what we have done? Nothing. These all internal discussions only has happened, but these all people are gathered together For what? To implement this SAP for Tata Motor, right? So, do we have any discussion with the Tata Motor employee? No. Like, what about this configurations related activity? Is it started? No. What about the SAP server? Is it like that server is like whether it is set up or not? So no, it is not set up. Nothing has happened till now. What is happening, guys? Its internal meeting is done. That's it. After that, what will happen, guys? The actual work will begin, and that is why it is called kick-off meeting. Kick-off meeting means internal meeting where the consultants are going to introduce themselves and project manager is going to explain all the terms and conditions of this project, right? The deadline which is given by the client and the deadline which is like for every phase wise, whatever the deadline is decided by project manager, these things will be explained here in this kickoff meeting. Okay, so this is what is happening here in first phase.